Love you, Mary. Considering one of the programs. One really quick update, my friends. I'm only going to, well, two updates. One is, we'll start with this. Inner Circle is awesome. Awesome, fab, yeah. Um, First thing is people are asking me about private sessions. I'm only doing sessions with previous clients at the moment until December. So December, I'll open it up again, and hopefully we'll be able to do private Skype sessions again with, in general, with anybody. So that's that. Secondly, I'm only taking about 25 people for the first reframing and responding masterclass coming up in the middle of November. So if you want to sign up for that, theanxietyguy.com under events. That's happening. And I know there's a lot of people here going through the Inner Circle program. I commend you, and I'm inspired by your commitment. It's so nice to be able to see that you are committing to the whole 16 weeks, and I cannot wait to continue to hear your progress each and every day. Waiting list at the moment, it's not even open. There is no list. There are a lot of people asking, but in December when I open it up again, I will let you know. Can I share a link? Maybe one of the warriors can share a link, Julie, for the events page, theanxietyguy.com, menu item events. My mom is here. Hello, Mom. She loves to jump in and say hi and everything. We keep it very real here. And it's just great to be with you all. Jamie, how are you? Uh, you know, I got some shares. It's Self-Care Sunday, my friends, and my face is a little bit shiny today because we have some coconut oil. I love coconut oil. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I just do some random stuff and share a few things. Coconut oil, I love it. I love it. I love it for the skin, and I love it because of the healthy fat component within it. So, my friends, if you don't have any coconut oil, please go get some. It is absolutely fantastic. I love it. Also, I've got oregano. Okay, winter season, oregano coming up. Antibacterial, I love it. And in fact, if you have any buildup, fungus buildup within you, oregano does a great job of destroying all that and keeping you optimally healthy. What I do with this particular one is I just put one drop every single morning into a full glass of water upon waking up prior to eating anything else. Pulling, Jamie, absolutely 100%. So oregano, absolutely essential. Some of these guys. Stephen uses it all the time. Nikki cooks with, I believe, coconut oil it was. And this one is going to be a little bit unfamiliar, but I highly recommend it because I've been hearing great things about it from friends, family members, other warriors, and along with myself. I've taken it for the last 6 weeks. And in terms of antioxidants, okay, this does an amazing job, okay. We're talking about goji and schizandra drops. I don't know if you can see that. Goji and schizandra drops. What I do with this particular one is just 5 drops underneath my tongue. I hold it upon waking up in the morning, and I really feel like it combats pretty much everything that I need to, and it helps my nervous system. And so goji and schizandra drops, highly recommend them. Where can you find these, my friends? Well, Harmonic Arts is where I find them, okay? And I highly recommend. They're based out of Victoria, BC. Fantastic, fantastic. Write it down, Harmonic Arts. You can order them worldwide, no matter where you are. And yeah, I mean, it's so important to not just focus on, the mental aspect of things and the emotional aspect of things and getting to know the inner child slash subconscious and the reframing aspect of things. Yes, this is the inner work. We do this. This is primary, right? But at the same time, we want to create an optimal environment within us to be able to see the fruits of our labor. Because if you are doing all the right things and you feel like, I just don't seem like I'm getting the benefits of them, I'm not gaining the wisdom, my emotional state isn't changing the way I want it to, well, you know what? There may be some underlying things that your body is crying out for. So please be aware, my friends, be aware. As we munch on our cashews, Deb loves her CBD oil. And our cukes, you never know what you're going to get with these Facebook Lives, I can tell you that much. Reframing link. Wish I could put it up. Maybe someone can grab that link. Steven says, be balanced. Goji and Shizandra drops, Lorraine. Yep. Now, with the masterclass coming up in mid-November, those are going to be very hands-on. What we're going to do is we're going to do a lot of the skill sets and techniques together in terms of reframing and responding to fear in the moment. So masterclass is very, right in there, okay? And we're going to be working together on these skill sets and the proper mindset and understanding these methods a little bit better. And these Facebook Lives are more so to get the Q&As going. I know there's a lot of questions out there that I and other warriors out there can answer. But today, I wanted to focus a little bit because a lot of situational anxiety stuff is coming up in our group. I don't know if you've noticed that. The masterclass is for anyone at any level, correct, Julie? Yes, absolutely. Very experimental as well at the same time because it's our first masterclass via Zoom. And I only want about 20 to 25 people, and off we go. Watching me makes you feel better. That's great, Kathy. I'm so happy that we're all together, right here. And yeah, situational anxiety is coming up. I want you to comment in the comment section because there are two directions we can go today, right? And these Facebook Lives are for you. I want to know what you need from me and from us, right? One, situational anxiety. Second is the consciousness chart. We may have time to tackle both of them, but I did mention the consciousness chart in the last video, a little bit, last podcast, a little bit. And this is the transition from fear to neutrality to love and therefore peace and a sense of enjoyment in life. So comment below on whether you would like to handle today situational anxiety. You're going from situation to situation to situation, and you just don't feel the way you want to feel. You're not verbalizing your truth. The internal chatter is constant. The emotional state isn't balanced. That's situational anxiety. We can tackle that. Or we can also look at this chart, because this chart is very, very important, my friends. It's absolutely crucial. Before you end the talk, can you talk a little bit about what your programs offer, how they work, Karen? For sure, absolutely. If anybody's currently going through any of the programs, please comment below. Maybe there can be a conversation going on with Karen as well. But I will tackle that at the end for sure. Cucumber time. Hope I'm not being rude. Amira, best to go to the page and you'll get all the information you need. Someone put a link up. Natalia says a chart. Jamie says situational anxiety. It's 1-1. First to 5. What is it? Is it situational anxiety or is it going to be the chart? The chart. Which one? What's it going to be? Ross just started the End the Anxiety program. Second time. Awesome. Situational anxiety, Jessica, it seems like that is the focus. We got 2-1. Okay. Fabia, 3-1. Okay. Leslie, 3-2 says, give me the chart, she says. Jody's doing all the programs and loving them. Thanks for the link, Jody. That's awesome. Health anxiety sucks, and it's going into the background now, so enjoy the journey. Situational 4 and 5, unfortunately, the chart. But maybe we'll have time to tackle it, my friend. Situational anxiety. Now, let's understand Felix chart. Yeah, that's okay. Maybe we'll get to it. Now, situational anxiety, we need to understand that situational anxiety is this reoccurrence where you're going from a situation, another situation, and you just feel very sensitized. You feel like there's a hesitation within you, right? And so I want to make sure that everybody understands this right here. If you go about your life always looking to better your situational anxiety, there is a slim chance that you're going to heal your anxiety and become a new identity. Okay? So what that means is if you're going about your life looking to handle situations, like I gotta be better at this situation, I gotta make sure I implement this in this situation. So if you're solely focused on improving your situational anxiety, there is a slim chance that you're gonna be re-identifying with someone new, therefore leading a life of inner peace, love, and potentially enlightened. So the goal isn't to go about our lives handling situation to situation, and many times we get the feeling like that's the way things have to be, right? I have I got to go meet my mom. I got to go meet this person. I got to socialize here. I have to, go for a walk here or whatever. These situations, these environments, these times of day. So situational anxiety is nothing more than the inner potentially wounded child letting you know that the particular thing that you are about to do may cause an emotional intense experience similar to one that you experienced in your past. So again, what are we dealing with? We're dealing with the inner child here. What we need to understand is that the key to the kingdom is safety. The key to the kingdom is safety, okay? The key to the kingdom as well is trust. Now, safety means that we're not, let's think about a situation, for example, okay? When you go into a situation, most anxiety sufferers simply look to survive the situation. They look to get through it as quickly as possible without making too many mistakes and stepping on too many toes, right? But what happens with that is that we're not promoting safety to the inner child. Therefore, that situation, that environment, that person, everything within that situation will be deemed a threat in the coming days and for the rest of your life, potentially. So, safety is the key. The question is, what do we have to do to promote safety in these particular situations, not just at a conscious level? Because let me tell you something. If you were able to go through your day through the conscious ideas that you think and the conscious beliefs that you hold, you wouldn't have any anxiety, okay? You wouldn't be this person. You'd be someone completely different, perceiving the world in a whole nother way. Now, because that's the case, warriors, here's what's important to understand. You have to heal anxiety, disidentify from this current anxious identity at a deeper level, my friends, at a deeper level. This is why you hear people that are going through therapy, traditional therapy, and they say, I've been with the therapist for 3 years, 5 years, 7 years. 7 years. 7 years of talking about your stuff. And again, that's an example there that if the conscious mind was running the ship, you'd be healed. You'd move on from your life. You wouldn't be carrying this stuff anymore. Does that make sense? Comment below. Let me know, please. Because we need to start with the foundation of situational anxiety. Right? So, the differences between what an effect is and what a cause is the key to your healing. Too many people focus so much on healing the symptom, right? And they rarely ever understand how to and what to do to heal the root causes that have created the symptom. Situational anxiety is a symptom. It's not the problem, okay? The person out there that's causing you to experience situational anxiety is a symptom, right? The environment that you're going in that's causing you to feel anxious is a symptom. The bodily feeling is a symptom. The internal chatter is a symptom, right? What tends to happen with situational anxiety, my friends? Weird things start to happen. I'm going to talk about this in the Wednesday video, right? Weird things happen. For example, let me give you one example of something weird happening. Digestive problems and mental/emotional/energetic problems go hand in hand. We all know that at this point, right? Digestive problems, burping and blurching and whatever, and gastrointestinal issues and such. But what tends to happen when somebody begins to recognize that there's a situation they have to encounter throughout the day? What starts to happen right away? What happens? Right away, the body begins mobilizing itself, right? And weird stuff starts to happen within the body, right? The mind joins the body later on. So what starts to happen? Air hunger. Heck, you may not even know that you may not even know that you're going to go into that situation today or next week. But your body already recognizes that there's something you need to do, right? But you're very nervous to do it, and it's connected to a past trauma or experience, and the body begins mobilizing itself so that you don't do it, right? When air hunger shows up, right, it's a sign that there's some part of that experience, present or future, that the body doesn't want to go into. It doesn't want to go into it. Why do I have air hunger? Well, guess what? There's something you need to do in the future that you don't want to do. The body doesn't want to do. The conscious mind might, but the body doesn't. Nicole said it, the body keeps the score, right? Great book. Read it. What else? Yawning. I'll talk about this Wednesday, but you'll see a lot of people excessively yawning. Yawning when they start talking to someone, yawning around a family member. Why? Because the body wants to get you out of the situation. Oh my goodness. Can you believe that? How smart is this body? Oh my goodness. Beyond. We'll never understand it fully. Never. So we're so focused on the mind, and mental health. Anxiety is more so a spiritual health problem for me than it is a mental health problem. Many times you can heal yourself mentally, but never actually heal yourself emotionally or energetically. Therefore, I believe that anxiety should be deemed a different kind of health problem, right? Coughing, Joshua says it. So the body does all these incredible things to get us out of the current situation or future situation. Popping in the ears, absolutely, right? Whatever it takes, the body will do it. So warriors, we now understand how the body is a reflection of something going on in the present or future, and we can tell whether the inner child is in fact feeling safe in the present or future situation based on how the body reacts. If the body reacts in a pleasant manner, the inner child feels safe in this current situation, or the one that you're thinking about that's going to show up in the future, right? If your body is giving you all these different signs and signals, then guess what? There is an underlying reason for those, and they are many times connected to the traumas you experienced, the past experiences, the information you gathered from others, the media, whatever it is, the body keeps the score. The body never forgets. Your body is 100% memory. Write that down. Okay? Your body is 100% memory. That's what it is. And if you really want to understand your mind, start understanding your body, please. Right? So this is crucial stuff, like really crucial stuff. So the question is when we're dealing with, we're not talking about reframing today. We're going to talk about that in mid-November. We're going to go through some really deep stuff in the events section, or if you're going through the inner circle, you understand how to resolve these things that are creating this reaction from the body. Okay? Not today. Today we'll focus on situational. But first, let's have a cucumber. Heck, we might even have a pepper. Even some cashews. You join the inner circle, you can go to theanxietyguy.com and look up on the top. It says menu item inner circle. Get ready for the 16-week ride. If you have the commitment, the inner circle will guide you. It hasn't failed yet. Carlos, how are you? I love cucumbers and peppers too, Kathy. Felix, thank you. Awesome. Oh, that's great, Lorraine. Thanks for putting the Harmonic Arts website up there with the shares that we had today. I don't have any carrots, Nicole. Hey man, how do you come to know the situation exactly right now to me? Well, you know by listening to your body, right? Becoming aware of the things that you're unaware of. Okay, nothing changes until we become aware of the things that we're unaware of that are causing the body to react the way it does. Okay? Now, what do? Let's go through this quickly because I want to get into the Q&As. And write this stuff down, please, because it's absolutely crucial. I need you to implement this. First understand it, then implement it. First and foremost, you're going into a situation. You must prepare. You must prepare. What I mean by preparing is you have to prepare yourself in terms of the intention that you would like to implement in the moment of that situation arising. So, number one is prepare. Prepare your intention. What do you want to improve? What do you want to experience? You know, what sort of what sort of experience do you want to have? Okay, so you want an intention. You don't want to blindly go in without a spear and you're going to hunt the wolf. You're going to get crushed, right? So intention. Prepare in terms of imagery. I do a lot of imagery related exercises. Why? Because they work, okay? Imagery exercises have the potential, okay, of hitting us at an emotional level. Changing your thought patterns, okay, like changing an idea, a thought, sometimes, but very often doesn't, hit us at an emotional level. So because the brain and the body cannot differentiate an actual experience from one that is being imagined on the inside, we can utilize the images that we want to play out within our minds to create the experience that we want. So in terms of preparation, okay, close your eyes and imagine the best case scenario. That's it. But make sure, okay, that you're not rushing through. Make sure that you're absorbed in your imagery exercises. Make sure that there's a sense of being connected to it. Make sure that you are giving yourself to the imagery in that moment. And heck, if you want to go crazy, right, act it out. Use your hands. For example, let's prepare right now. Close your eyes. Go ahead, and this will take less than 2 minutes. As you close your eyes, I'll keep my eyes open, but you close your eyes. As you close your eyes, take a deep breath and let go of all the tension within your body. All right? Now take your finger and point to where you're holding any lingering tension related to a future experience. Okay, go ahead, take your finger and point to where that is. Okay, so you recognize where it is in your body. Good. Now, I want you to go ahead and create an image right now, an image, not a movie, but just an image of how you want that future experience to be. Now, I want you to see yourself potentially laughing or hugging someone or smiling. Notice your posture. That's right. Notice the colors around that room. Are you inside? Are you outside? Just focus on the picture right now. Focus on the picture. Focus on the picture. Focus on the picture. All right? So you're thinking about a situation that's upcoming. Okay? You're imagining it happening. You know where it is in your body. Now, with that beautiful picture of how you want the experience to go ahead and make it bigger. And as you make it bigger, look at it like as if you're sitting in an IMAX theater. Look at that picture. Look at how big it is. It is humongous. Now here's what I want you to do. Turn that picture into a movie when I say go. So when I say go, that picture is going to turn into a movie, and the rest of the experience will be experienced just the way you want it to go. Ready? Go. Play out the movie just the way you want it to go. That's right. Notice how beautiful this experience is. Give yourself to it fully. That's right. Be certain that this is the way it's going to go. And pause. And as you pause it, take a picture. Take a picture of where you are in that movie right now. And as you take that picture, here's what I want you to do. I want you to connect a beautiful safety color to that picture. Grab that color. And now I want you to count to 5 and breathe in that picture and that color to that area of your body where you used to hold the fear. Go ahead and do that now. Breathe it in. Breathe out the lingering tension. Do that 5 times over. Breathe in the picture. Breathe in the safety. Bring it all in. Make it real because it is real. That's right. Breathe out any lingering fear related to the situation. That's right. We are preparing. Do that 5 times over again. Good. And if you were able to follow the instructions with a full heart without questioning anything, and you're continuing your breathing, of course, right now, then you got something great out of it. So comment below on how that experience was. if you're new to the anxiety guy stuff and the lives and and the reframings and the visual imagery stuff that we do, then you're going to suck at this in the beginning, right? Today's the worst that you're going to be at it. That's guaranteed. But stick with it. In time, you will master it. Right? So the first thing is prepare. Prepare your intention. Comment below. Let me know how it went. The body does not forget. But the body is open to resolution. The body is open to forgiveness. Right? So much of our anxiety lies within unforgiveness towards ourselves and other people from our past, period. Okay? Big smile on the face of Sadat. Great, awesome, let yourself go. Was a little hard, awesome, satisfied, Michael. Karen, beautiful, this is fantastic. Good exercise. Sylvia, what's up? My body liked it. Love color breathing. Cheyenne, 50 times a day. 50 times a day, find your safety color. Smiled widely. So look at the amount. Now imagine doing this to prepare for every situation upcoming. That makes you feel a little bit hazy, a bit icky, right? So first thing is prepare. Prepare your intention. Prepare your tools that you want to bring with you. Prepare imagery. Anything to get you prepared. And intuitively you'll know how to prepare. That you'll begin tapping into as you continue with the self-care. Right? You won't look for specifics. Right? It's a very important point of all this, right? We're moving away from specifics, guys. Okay? As together. We're moving away from specifics. I need this skill set at this time. What do I do now? What do I do after? What do I do then? No, right? Self-care arises. Reframing, respawning arises. Okay, self-love arises. Forgiveness arises. And next thing you know, we just know what to do. There's a big difference. Right? There's a lot of people out there that talk about the word confidence. Okay? Here's what I want to tell you. Okay? And if you get nothing else from this live, but you get this one lesson, okay, it will change your life. When it comes to the things that you're currently sensitized towards, or the things that you fear, causing you anxiousness, you don't need to be confident in what you're doing for them. You don't need confidence. What you do need is a sense of certainty. Let me ask you something. Okay, are you confident that this is a pen, or are you certain that this is a pen? Which one is it? Comment below. Let's talk. Are you confident that this is a pen, or are you certain that this is a pen? Which one is it? Now, you're going to say certain. You're sure that's a pen. Now bring that same level of certainty to what you're doing for yourself. You are certain. You're not building confidence. You are certain that what you're doing for yourself, the skill sets that you're implementing, the self-care, you are certain that it's going to work for you. There is no other potential. None. Live in certainty, my friends. Okay? Don't live in the desire for confidence. Live within certainty. Very important lesson, because many times with me in confidence, it meant that something on the outside had to happen for me to be confident, right? But I realized that I needed certainty. And when I had certainty, tons of momentum. Number 1, situational anxiety. Prepare. Number 2, implement. Okay, implement, which means implement your skill sets. Remember what we said, you got a spear, You're going into the woods. You're going to hunt the wolf. Okay, you implement the spear. Okay, you don't bring the spear with you, put it underneath the tree, okay, and go and fight the wolf with your fists. No. Use your spear. Skill sets. So you want to implement your skill sets in the moment that you're in the situation that's important. And your skill sets are connected to your intention. Remember, prepare? Intention. You have the intention, you'll have a pretty good idea of what the skill set is. Right? Skill set could be related to the body, could be related to your words, could be related to your tonality. You go into a situation and you're going to order a tea, let's say, at the cafe. What skill set do I want to bring? I'll bring tonality. You're reading the latest book, you'll understand what I'm talking about, skill sets and responding. So I'm not going to talk like this. Yeah, I'll just take the green tea. That's thanks. Thank you. Yeah, just little hot, please. No. Right? You go in there and you say, my intention is X, my skill set is tonality, so I'm going to speak, and it could be speed as well. I'm going to speak in a manner that provides safety to the inner child, slowly, and I'm going to implement a certain tonality that brings about emotions. Nothing changes until emotions arise, right? So I'm ordering. I'd like the chamomile tea, please, if that's all right. And let's make it a medium today. Oh my goodness, I love your shirt. Where did you get that shirt? Oh, from there? I was just there a couple hours ago. That's fantastic. Hey, thanks so much. That's awesome. I'll just wait over here. Have a great day. Speed, tonality, implement. Number 2. Number 3, the situation is done. You're going home. You're home. You're sitting at the cafe. Situation's done. Right? You're prepared. You implemented. Now it's time for number 3, which is recap. Recap. Recap the lessons about you, number 1. About others, number 2. About life, number 3. You, others, life. Recap the lessons. Number 3. When we're talking about these, it may give you a sense of being mechanical, my friends, like do 1, then number 2, and number 3, and all that, but put that aside. All you gotta do is gain the wisdom that's coming your way because you implemented this kind of structure a few times. I'll give you an example. I realized that the biggest thing I was missing in my anxiety and therefore transformational healing journey was structure. There was no plan. Nothing was organized. Try a little affirmation here, a little meditation there. I'll learn a bit about the body over there. Oh, maybe I'll do some of this. Maybe I'll do some of that. I was doing a couple things for myself throughout the day, and I was, with the hopes of it all going away. Anxiety disorder, gone, vanished. Why is it still here? Right? That's unrealistic, to be truthful. Structure, okay, will lead you towards heightening and strengthening your intuition. Okay? So you got a plan and you got structure, and that leads to intuition rising, okay, and matching the level of your intelligence. Okay, so the thought processes. Okay. So this is important because with anxiety, we don't have an intuition. We only have instincts. Okay? And we tend to believe in those instincts. So number 3 is recap. Comment below if you guys are with me. Are you with me? Okay, are we on the page together? Comment below. Is this speaking to you? Because I could speak all day, but if it's not helping, David's with me. Awesome. Fabia, good stuff. And if it's no, then just say no. Right? Dennis, I have no idea what you're talking about. Remember, everybody's at different stages. Right? Different stages of this healing journey. So, prepare. Implement. Recap. What's number 4? Can you guess what number 4 is? This is a final step with situational anxiety. Don't talk with your mouth full, Dennis. Sorry, Mom. Helpful, Ross? Okay, great. Good to know. Good to know. It's important. It's important to know that it's helpful. Right? Because if it's not, then there are things I need to do differently and maybe you need to do differently to blend congruence. Number 4, Karen thinks it's celebrate. That is a good one. Why didn't I think about that one? Just kidding. Pat yourself on the back. Again, celebrate. Okay. I love it. Absolute. That could even be number 5. Or that's 4, and then the one I'm about to share with you is number 5. Number 4 comes down to rest. Rest. By resting, you're already celebrating. Okay? So celebrating can mean high emotions and this is it and such, which is good. There's nothing wrong with that. Resting means self-love. Resting means something is accomplished. Because when you go home and give yourself that level of rest, you then, as a byproduct, experience gratitude. Okay? So when I'm talking about resting, it's basically replenishing the nervous system. Because the more situations you come in contact with that continue to spur on anxiety, the harder your system is working. Okay, so it's working, going from this situation to that situation to that situation, and you're rushing through all of them. And then throughout the day, you're getting these moments, these little snippets of like, and then what does your mind do? Because, you're so full of adrenaline and you're so full of high alertness, your mind and your body begins looking for the next thing you need to do or the next threat that you may encounter. Okay? So exhaustion breeds more exhaustion. Anxiety looks for more anxiety. Fear looks for more fear. But when we implement rest afterwards, what's happening is, and you don't have to think so much, okay? You already recapped. When you're resting, you just rest. You did the work, okay? And what did we say? What do we always say, guys? Altered state work must be a part of your healing structure. It's not, hey, go into that situation or just use cognitive tools or behavioral tools, right? Or, motivate yourself. All of that stuff is based around awareness and based around you being conscious enough to implement something in this moment. Altered state work holds the key because you are making peace with peace once and for all, right? So you're going, hey, nervous system, hey, inner child, that's how the situation should always go, what we implemented today, right? We went through it, we implemented what we needed to, we recapped, and now it's time, I'm giving us permission, now it's time to let go fully, right? So you're either sitting in a meditative place, you're laying down, you're taking a nap, even, sitting out in nature, very, very restful, grounding, doesn't matter. Whatever you deem is restful that you normally don't give to yourself, a warm bath, all of that is fantastic. Okay? Let your body learn from what you already did. And if there's a desire or a need or an unconscious need to continue the internal chatter, give yourself permission to let that go. Okay? Natalie says, I've been working a little hard, gaining so much knowledge and information, not allowing myself just to rest. And what tends to happen, warriors? What tends to happen when we feel better? Hey, I can go to bed at 2 a.m. again. Yay! No. Hey, I can eat that crap food again. No. No. Oh, I can call up those energy vampires from my past and hang out again. No. What we need to understand is that on this healing journey, right, guys, you need to be open to the introduction to new experiences. All the experiences that you've had in the past, not all of them, but many of them, will begin fading away, right? They'll begin fading away. And when these experiences, people, jobs, even interests start fading away, new ones start arising, okay? That's where the fear is. People are so afraid of giving up what they have for something so much better. Is that you? A lot of people have a big problem committing to the healing journey because they're afraid of things getting worse. They can't get much worse. You're already living as an artificial version of who you are. It can't be worse than that. So commit. But understand that in order for you to heal, and in order for you to become someone else, and in order for you to perceive the world differently, in order for you to perceive the past differently, we must be open and we must make peace with the unknown. Okay? Amira is saying something very honest. She says, I am afraid of getting better. Now, my question is, what are you going to do about it? Because, guys, at some point, we have to look and examine the posts that we're posting, right? The words we're expressing, the thoughts that we're prioritizing, the beliefs that we're holding. We look at these things from the outside. And when we look at them from the outside, we can begin to examine them. And when we can examine them, rather than becoming emotional by them, now we can do something about them. Right? So I hope that helped, guys. A little structure moving into situational anxiety. right? And heck, do you guys want me to go through the chart? Because I love this chart, this consciousness chart. I love it. And if you, wink, 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 want me to go through it really quickly, then I will with you, and I will lead you towards a resource that I feel like is going to help, right? It's going to help a lot. Comment below if you want me to. Yep, Fabius says, let's go into the chart. Okay, Julie says yes. Okay, let's get a few more. Make it happen. Karen says yes. Karen's on board. Oh, the tea is fading. Oh, no. One of the saddest moments I have throughout the day is when the tea is done. But there's always more tea, Dennis. I love it. Even my mom is on board. Now, here's what we need to do really quickly here, okay? If you're on your phone, this may be difficult. But if you have a computer nearby, okay, as much as not a big fan of multiple devices, but if you have a computer nearby or another device, go get that right now. Okay, go get it. Very important. Go get it. Go, 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 go. Okay. You have that other device. Now, here's what I want you to do. Go on Google, okay, because you need to follow along with with the chart. You don't know what the chart is, right? It's a great chart. I want you to look up Consciousness Chart. Consciousness Chart by David R. Hawkins. Consciousness Chart, David R. Hawkins. Find an image, okay, that is clear to you. I'm waiting, don't worry. If you want, you can do this later, that's fine, if you don't have another device or computer, but comment below if you are, if you're there. You got the consciousness chart in front of you, big image, right? You can save it, or you could just view it, make sure it's big, right? Make the size bigger. Lorraine's got it. She's got the consciousness chart in front of her because I'm going to refer to it. Okay, David R. Hawkins, consciousness chart. See how we go beyond. We go so far beyond just dealing with, stress and anxiety. We go beyond because we have to. So on that consciousness chart, Jamie's got it. Ellen says lots of charts. Molly's ready. Now just pick one of them. You'll see probably 15 to 20 different feelings and emotions on the left side. You'll see kind of an inverted triangle there. Christopher, go on Google, consciousness chart, David R. Hawkins. Images, David R. Hawkins. Yeah, ready, got it, okay, cool. A lot of people have that. So, we have this chart, guys, okay, and if you, oh, there we go. Justina just posted a GIF on it. Wow, look at that. There it is. David, D-A-V-I-D, R. Hawkins, H-A-W-K-I-N-S. Now, at the bottom, let's look at the bottom of this chart, okay, we have shame. Look at what you're oozing into the world. Look at what you are receiving from the world. Like attracts like. So at the bottom, what we have is shame. We've got guilt. And when you look at those numbers, the numbers have a tremendous meaning to them. Okay, this is basically how he interprets the electromagnetic energy that is spewing, or that is being received towards your heart, and what you're expressing from your heart. Okay, so your heart is releasing all this energy into the world and is also receiving like energy. And so when you look at those numbers, you can see whether you are going through your life at a low vibration or none, or a high vibration and therefore life is effortless. So at the bottom, we have shame, we have guilt, we have apathy, which is a lack of emotions or a lack of interest, and then we have grief, and then we have fear. Okay, so let's be honest with ourselves and recognize where we're living. Where do you live on that chart for most of the day? Comment below. Okay, we might go a little bit over in our Facebook Live today, but I hope that's okay with you guys. Notice where you're living. Now, what I want you to pay attention to, okay, what I want you to really pay attention to is the middle part of that chart. In the middle, smack in the middle, okay, when we go from a place of suffering to a place of flow, there's something that occurs in the middle. And what happens there is the word courage. Okay, the feeling and the emotions, therefore the actions of courage. Courage shows up. Okay, now you can see that you cannot rise towards higher vibrations unless you go through courage first. Okay, so the courage to do what, first of all? That's the important question. Well, the courage, basically, to stop stuffing aside what you're stuffing aside and to look directly at the very things that are unresolved in your life. The very things that you haven't expressed to people that need to be expressed. The very things that haven't been emotionally reframed from your past. The very past traumas that you haven't made peace with at a deeper level. Okay? So when we're talking about courage, we're talking about implementing a certain amount of willpower and courage, not a lot, but just little snippets here and there, right? In order for us to move up. When you have implemented courage and you feel a sense of courageousness building up within you, remember, we talked about the unknown. We're talking about uncertainty, right? We're talking about all these things that we have to familiarize ourselves with and make peace with, right? When the courage is there, you are met with something very, very interesting. Neutrality. Look at the chart. Notice that neutrality, okay, is a byproduct of courage. So now you're starting to move up. And to me, these two are the most important in order for the flow to arise, okay? In order for life to get a lot easier. Neutrality is this feeling of being indifferent many times, okay? I am simply neutral towards the very things. You know how we talk about disinterest? We talk about disinterest towards the things we used to fear, right? That's neutrality. Look at the chart. It's right there, right? So I'm more neutral towards this situation. I'm more neutral towards the fears going on or the sensations and symptoms going on within my body, right? I no longer am attached to the old interpretations of those. I am feeling, key word, feeling, not thinking. I am feeling neutral towards my fears. Okay? I am feeling neutral towards my past. My past isn't this horrific experience anymore. Okay, I've learned the lessons, I've reframed what I need to, and I am neutral towards them. So we got courage, we've got neutrality, that's where Molly is. Okay. James, how are you? Jamie mentioned love. Then we have acceptance. Look at the chart. Right? We have acceptance. Oh my goodness, acceptance, guys. Acceptance. You know, you'll hear a lot of motivational quotes around acceptance, but they won't show you how to get there. Right? I am hoping that I can show you how to get there. Okay, we got the YouTube videos, we got the programs, we got the event coming up in mid-November, right? I will spill everything I can. And if you're still asking the question of how, you have to ask yourself what you're afraid of that's preventing you from seeing the how. So acceptance, right? Acceptance more so of the potential things that could go wrong in your life, right? The acceptance of death, the acceptance of reincarnation, the acceptance of the soul living on, making peace with dying, making peace with the process of dying. We're going deep today. Acceptance towards the very things that you feel are very difficult for you to accept, and things that you've done a great job of not talking about or talking too much about, right? So acceptance arises as a byproduct of courage, neutrality. There's acceptance. And as we move up that chart, look at that chart. Remember, you have a feeling, because many times people can think loving thoughts. I love myself, right? They can say that in the mirror all day, but they never feel the love because they don't believe they deserve the love. So love arises, right? When love arises, joy arises. Notice a lot of people out there looking to gain joy through external ways. I'm joyful when I do X. I'm joyful when I'm with this person. I'm joyful when this happens to me, right? No, forget that stuff, right? Love comes before joy, right? You don't need the concert, the sporting event, the show. You can enjoy those things, but you do not rely on those things. Very important. So love arises as a byproduct of courage, neutrality, acceptance, self-care, self-love. Joy arises. Most, if not all, the things you do throughout the day are miracles. What is a miracle? A miracle is a shift in perception. That's it. A miracle isn't $1 million because you'll have no idea what to do with it. Okay? A miracle isn't anything that happens on the outside. A miracle is a shift in perception. Okay? So when love arises, then a feeling of joy arises. Many times a feeling turns into an emotion, right? So you get a feeling many times in the gut, and then the emotion many times from the heart, right? That then creates the chemical balance we need in our bodies to heal ourselves. That's why you hear about spontaneous remissions all the time. Guy goes in to the doctors, goes, man, what happened to the tumor? Right? What happened to the tumor? It's gone. What'd you do? Right? And can they explain what they did? To an extent, they can. But many times they don't understand the result from what they did, right? Because they're not focused on the result. Spontaneous remissions, right? People overcoming stage 4 cancers, anxiety disorders going away within a moment, right? You stop focusing on results, right? And you start focusing on the things that you have neglected. You put those back in. The emotional body dictates the physical body, dictates the energetic body. Up we go in the consciousness chart. Because of joy, peace arises. So many people are forcing peace upon themselves. I'm gonna go to nature because it makes me feel peaceful. Well, that's good, right? But you should feel peaceful prior to going into nature. Right? So, again, huge learning lessons today. Massive, massive. If you can take in what we're talking about today, guys, okay, you are you are ahead of the vast majority of the world. Now, then comes the very top, which not a lot of people get to. I don't know if I will get there, and that is enlightenment. Enlightenment is a total recognition of life being energy related and not and not matter related, and it comes with a lot of different other components as well. But what we must focus on is the middle three. Okay, courage, neutrality, and acceptance, right? And if today wasn't a smack in the face, I don't know what's gonna be a smack in the face, right? If I could be there and smack you in the face and say, "Hey, wake up. It's not okay to live artificially." Okay, I would. And I've done that before in events. Right? Used to have a glass of water and shove it in somebody's face just to wake them up, break their state. Right? Cucumber. Sorry, Ellen. Comment below on what you just realized. What was the biggest lesson? Give me a comment. Hit the like and hit the love button if you're enjoying these Facebook Lives. I'll see you in the middle of November. First masterclass, theanxietyguy.com. We did a California event. It went amazingly, Carlos. Hopefully in the future again. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the likes. Fantastic. Do you know somebody that needs this kind of slap in the face? If you get a chance, my friends, share this. Share this on your profile. Share this with a support group. And if they allow themselves to get to the end of this Facebook Live, they will gain a tremendous amount. So share. Please share. Share the love. And that's the consciousness scale chart. I'm doing great, Jason. Did you just show up? You have an amazing day, Molly. Thank you. I will as well. Much love, Ross. Sadaf, it's sleep time. Spread the love, Jermaine. You're the man, brother. So, question-wise, I wouldn't mind a couple questions. And we can just hit those up. Maybe they're related to what we discussed today, guys. Situational anxiety, consciousness chart. I do want to give you one resource, but I'm going to let you know that this resource is a little bit dense. When the guy speaks about it in the audiobook, it's a little bit dense and deep. But the reason I'm giving you this resource is just so that you can become more familiar with the deeper understandings behind the consciousness chart. Okay, if you're interested in it. So again, David R. Hawkins, his book is Power versus Force. Okay, and again, if you're the kind of person that is really into some deep, energetic, metaphysical, mystical type, you have an interest in it, and a lot of people healing anxiety tend to move in that direction, then this book is for you. And at the hour and 46 second mark, the hour and 46 minute mark, he talks about the consciousness chart. So you want to write that down. Hour and 46 minute mark, he begins talking about, and he starts with fear, the consciousness chart. That book again is Power versus Force. Is the event in November open? Yes. Open for anyone at any level. Very experimental. I have replaced that with personal sessions for the time being until December. A little bit overwhelmed with the amount of people that needed sessions, so I'm only taking past clients for now. I'm opening up sessions again in December, okay, in December. So I will definitely update that here on our page. Okay. Indecisiveness has everything to do with fear. Indecisiveness has everything to do with fear. Indecisiveness itself is a defense mechanism by the subconscious looking to keep you indecisive and not decisive. Because if you're decisive, you may take some kind of action that you may fail in or make a mistake around, and therefore the subconscious doesn't want you to do that. So the best thing you can do when you feel indecisive is be decisive. Steven, what's up? Are you doing more of these events? I will do one a month, one every month around the same time. Yeah. Working on reframing your mother's death. Luana, good for you. Yes. Dennis, Michael, how are you? What did you do to get over your fear of Caesar salads and that snake that was behind you? Well, are you referring to a video, Michael? Because I remember, when I think about such fears, such like objects, animals, or even food related, I realized that, well, I'll give you an example, for example, right? I was doing a reframing session with one of my good friends, and I realized, and he was talking to me about a particular event, but at the same time, he came to me because he couldn't eat a particular food, which was peanut butter. All right, so he had a really tough time eating peanut butter. He had no idea why he felt kind of an icky, sensitive feeling towards peanut butter. Okay. Now, when we do the reframing processes and he's absorbed and it's a mild form of hypnosis, when we do this sort of thing, new pieces of information show up. So what happened was, when he was in a particular traumatic event, at the same time he also had peanut butter in his belly, right? He was eating peanut butter at the same time when he was a kid that this traumatic event was taking place around him. So when we reframed the experience connected to the intake of peanut butter in that moment, when we projected safety towards that experience, remember, your body will begin releasing itself of the symptoms you're experiencing when it deems the past experience as being over. Your body is a reflection of past traumas, past excitednesses. Is that even a word? And so that's the way we need to view these things, right? So we reframed it. He was able to eat peanut butter, and forward he went. Now, like I mentioned, meditation is your key to revealing a lot of this information, right? So it's not like, hey, Dennis, I just don't know what it's connected to and reframing. What do I do? Blah, blah, blah. Slow down. Start meditating every day. Experience naturistic environments. Raise your level of consciousness and watch what starts to happen, right? The information will arise, and it will arise just at the right times it needs to. So I hope that helps. And yes, in my personal experience, of course, putting the two together, reframing, okay, and responding, like in the moment the peanut butter's there and actually eating it, right, doing something different in that moment was the key. Right. Jermaine, I'm so proud of you for being able to, and today is a massive, and I've recognized your wins and your exposures on the group. Okay, we here are tremendously proud of you. Okay, we see you as a human being. We see you as a very important part of our community. We see you as somebody who is just like all of us, healing on the inside. What's important to understand is that to make peace with the very thing you need to make peace with, okay? Whether you're gay, straight, whatever it is, it's important that you allow yourself, okay? You allow yourself to be whatever comes natural to you, in my opinion, okay? So the being part is very important, okay? As well, when we're talking about reframing in your past, there have been high school bullies, maybe. There has been experiences connected to your hesitation to express yourself the way you need to and be who you are, in essence. So that's my advice for you, right? You're already on the right path, Jermaine. You're already doing everything you need to. You just need to take it a step further. And I know deep down, you know what that step is, okay? You just need to have, remember, consciousness chart in the middle, you need to have the courage to do it, okay? That's the truth. As Stephen says, you should never be ashamed or afraid of being you. Yeah, we're all proud of you. We're all proud of each other. And wow, Fabia has a cool share. I actually spoke to my legs while in the midst of a panic attack, and I got a response to forgive my stepdad for abusing me as a child. I started feeling and sending love to him, and the panic attack stopped. I couldn't believe it. Wow. That's a response if I've ever seen one before. Good for you. So the missing pieces of information can show up at any moment, at any time, right? Question is, what do you do with it? Right. So warriors, it's been fun. It's been entertaining. We've had cashews. We've had computers. We've had cucumbers. We've had tea. We have shared oregano. We have shared goji and schizandra drops in the beginning. We have shared, the coconut oil. It's done. Oh, sad. We've had a good time. This will go up next Sunday because the evening anxiety affirmations have just gone up on YouTube. And if you want the audio version of that, the downloadable version of it, theanxietyguy.com under meditations. And any questions on the Inner Circle. The Inner Circle is a 16-week program that tackles every aspect of healing anxiety and becoming a new identity and focuses so much on naturally rising in that consciousness chart to the place you deserve to be, which is love. So that 16-week journey through the Inner Circle, I'm more interested in the investment you need to make in the program once you get it. Very important. Don't just go through the Inner Circle or just purchase it without giving the real investment, which is the you part. Okay? And again, we go deep with that program. I'm really trying to promote it more because it works. So if you want to learn more about it, theanxietyguy.com. Begin the journey with me every day. Guidance every day from me. You're stuck with me in the Inner Circle every morning. And there's a lot of people going through it in the group. If you have any questions, just ask. And please, let's head to the group if you have time today and share the biggest lesson we gained from today's Facebook Live. I can't wait to see you there later today or in the week. I'm so proud of you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Upcoming week. We've started it off really well, And this was one of the best live sessions I've experienced. That's tremendous. I mean, I love your feedback, guys. I really do. Anything to improve our community. Stephen is such a big part of it, and so is everybody from Jody, Leslie, and everybody that contributed today. Luana, you're amazing. Michael, great to see you. Cheyenne, thanks for your engagement. Jermaine, awesome to see you. Karen, Natalia, everybody. Cheryl as well. Love you guys. We are more than anxiety, and we are much more than anxiety. Let's go beyond. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.